What's going on, brothers? It's L.O.M, Mgtow, you know the name. Got a video for you, as you're entitled, While We Live, Part 20. Here goes. Shout out to Brother E-Man67, shout out to Brother Black Mind, shout out to Accountable Commentary, and shout out to the rest of you brothers who've already shared your thoughts on this situation with Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan, the nuclear physicist who got rejected by that airhead, and the sorry state of the Cleon bitch, and how she is basically the face of contempt here in the West right now. And it all started right after they rejoiced when an image consultant passed away. That's when it started. But I gotta say it like this. Before they scoffed at his death, please understand that they were already the fastest growing prison population here in the West. There are more black men going to college than there are going to prison. There are more black men today who are in the middle class. 54% of black men do not marry nor sire any kids. But the Cleon bitch in her state is getting lower and lower and lower, and she has no one to blame for this but herself. This is what happens when they go above and beyond to hide their dirt. This is what happens when all of their lies, their fraud, their usury comes to bite them in the ass. They got a bad rep, a bad image right now. And they can change it if they want to, but by the look of things, they're not going to do it. I mean, you got a couple of Cleon bitches who are now changing their colors. One in particular who has been copy-pasting our talking points. And one of the brothers asked a question, is she sincere? To which I had to say, hell no. They're only doing this right now because the face of evictions right now are the same Cleon bitches who've been trying to cut our throats, who've been cutting our throats for 6 decades now. They're still doing it. But because their situation is getting worse and worse, they figure they can try to reach back. But those efforts are failing because brothers have gotten wise to the game. As a matter of fact, check this out. You know how all these Cleon bitches threw the kitchen sink at Michael B. Jordan when they saw him in a photograph with an Italian woman? These same Cleon bitches scoffed at Michael B. Jordan when he tried to marry Lori Harvey. I mean, some of the brothers did it too, but I gotta say it like this. He tried to marry her, but we all know that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. We all know that. We learned it from the book of Ezekiel. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. Michael B. Jordan learned that the hard way, but the thing is, he dodged a bullet. He dodged a bullet. So, if Michael B. Jordan hops the fence and he gets himself a Mailing or a Becky, as as some of you brothers call them, these same Cleon bitches who scoffed at him, they can't say a fucking word, right? Right? No. See, it never goes that way. You see, they got to throw the kitchen sink at him if he hops the fence. But they'll give Serena Williams a pass. They'll give Eve a pass. And their gross hypocrisy is on display for everybody to see, and people are disgusted by it. So much so that even their idol is telling them no. And considering what's going on right now and how people globally are recognizing the Cleon bitch's hypocrisy for what it is, And her bad behavior for what it is, the growth of SYSBM is on autopilot. The growth of Mgtow is on autopilot. The growth of SYSBM is on autopilot. And it's all because these Western females won't clean up their bad behavior. And they got to own the blame for this with themselves. Their calamity was all self-inflicted. And another example of this is the little half-ass interview that Clarence Jr. had with that airhead. You know, the one who said that he has no personality after just talking to the man for 2 minutes. But he's a nuclear physicist. I know a lot of you brothers were probably laughing at him and saying the brother's corny. But I gotta say it like this. What we saw is what goes on in that ghetto war zone all the time. It goes on all the time because they're attracted to terrible men. Here's what it is. I mean, you can say that you don't like what I have to say, but you can't call me a liar. They're attracted to habitual felons. They're attracted to the very worst men out there. And if you don't have a felony record, if you're not going to prison or getting out of prison, they're not attracted to you. You're lame. You're square. And now you have proof. Even more proof. And this is just one more reason why brothers worth their salt, who have eyes to see, ears to hear, have left. And they're not coming back. There's nothing for them to come back to. And another thing that you brothers need to get used to is more brothers voting with their wallets and voting with their feet. Get used to that. So, right now, brothers are getting shit flicked at them because they voted for a Republican senator over a black female Democrat. Dennis Sperling covered it recently. But I say that right there is the tip of the spear. Considering how much this inflation, these gas prices and food prices have hurt everybody's pocket, I would say that this midterm is going to be a bloodbath. Politically. It's going to be a political bloodbath. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if all the Democrats got voted out. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah. Brothers worth their salt are voting with their wallet. They're voting with their feet. And by the look of things, nothing's going to stop them. But your brothers worth your salt, your brothers have eyes ears to hear. You're definitely going to come under siege from these Cleon bitches and their bitch-made simp henchmen and their male hyenas. That's why you owe it to yourself to keep your head on the swivel and to master your life again perfected. You see, yeah, sure, the food prices are increasing, the gas prices are increasing, but check this out. You brothers probably don't see this, but there's actually a car loan apocalypse brewing. You heard what I said? There's a car loan apocalypse brewing, and the repo man is getting ready to pick their bones clean. Yep, he's getting ready to pick their bones clean. All those minstrels, all those Cleon bitches, all those Dom game monkeys, and all those financially illiterate clowns who are balling off PPP loan money and stimulus checks, their vehicle is going to get repossessed. That's right. So not only are they going to get evicted, but they're going to lose their vehicles. And guess who they're going to try to come crawling back to or trying to crawl up under? They will reach back, but they'll find nothing. That's why you brothers owe it to yourselves to keep your head on the swivel and stay safe and stay vigilant during these perilous times. They're going to come asking for your help. They're going to come asking for you to fix their fuck-ups. And the answer will be no. And if they decide to go a step further and do something stupid, you brothers will have to do your best to stay safe out there. It is what it is. This may sound harsh, this may sound cold, but you can't call me a liar. That shit's coming. Be ready for it. Stay safe, brothers. This is the line of Mgtow. That's all I got for you. If you like the badass scenery, like the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel. You find a tip jar on the upper right-hand side of the screen. That's the G+ icon. Well, I think one of the brothers asked me where I would actually like to go for my dream vacation or where I would like to go on this planet. I'll answer that question. Check this out. One of the places that I always wanted to go and visit one day was actually Goshen in Northeast Africa. If you don't know where Goshen is actually the birthplace of Moses. Yes, one of our chief priests, one of our Levite brothers, Moses. His birthplace was Goshen. That's where I would like to visit one day. But yeah, you better stay safe, brothers. Remember, go your own way, live your own way. As for these Cleon bitches, as for these male hyenas, and these vacant skulls, you know, problem we say it, give them nothing. This has been SYSBM PSA. Welcome to state. See you soon.